What's up, my friends? Welcome to another video. I'm Rob Stewart. I'm here to help you get your skin and your overall health back on track. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys a what I ate today video. For those of you who do not know, like I said, my name is Rob Stewart. I've been eczema, dermatitis, and psoriasis free for almost a decade. And for this decade, I've also been working as the original eczema coach. So I help people with eczema, dermatitis, and psoriasis through a behavioral science / yoga therapy technique, help them change their behaviors, customize their diet, heal their gut biome, and then naturally heal their skin. So it's all about customizing the diet. So this video is showing you guys my current iteration of my customized diet. And I wanted to show you guys this day of eating because it just so happens to look a lot like most of my clients' current custom diet. The ones that are doing the best are eating a diet very similar to the one I'm going to show you today. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you do, hit that like button, leave your questions and comments down below, and remember to subscribe and share if what you're trying to do is to naturally heal eczema, dermatitis, and psoriasis, because that's all that we do on this channel is we focus on naturally healing the skin. Okay, so for me, meal one happened super early in the morning. Generally, I do some intermittent fasting here and there. Sometimes I do a 1 meal a day diet. Today was not that day. So at 6 in the morning, I had my first meal, which consists of raw A2 grass-fed local cream, full fat, no carbs, no protein, just full fat whipping cream, plus a little bit of matcha green tea. So I make a nice little matcha green tea latte. I also have my 32 ounces of lemon water at the same time. So as I'm kind of getting my emails taken care of and getting the house ready and organized for my day, I am sipping on that water and drinking that green tea. Now, some interesting things about this meal that you already might be questioning. Rob, I heard that dairy is absolutely inflammatory and horrible for skin disease. Most of the time, dairy that you get at a store, normal crappy dairy, is low quality and should not be drank at all. But also people confuse what dairy actually is. Proper dairy is raw, and it comes from A2 grass-fed cows only. If it doesn't come from those types of milk producers, then it's absolute garbage and not drinkable. Also, cream and butter do not have lactose and lactate in it, so therefore if you're lactose intolerant, truly, you can still use the nutrients that are in that food. For me personally, I am Scandinavian descent, Viking, and we have been eating dairy and fish forever, so my body actually does really awesome with raw cream and butter, and so that's why it's a part of my customized diet. Now, the process of customizing your diet has to be done not through the elimination diet style, but through checking your biomarkers and your biofeedback, which I'll get into a little later in today's video. Now, the green tea is gonna be the only powdered food that you really ever see me eat. And also, maybe or maybe not, it's gonna be the only green food that I'm eating for the entire day. And remember, like I said, this is a very similar diet to the one that most of my clients who are having success right now are eating. So pay attention to that later on in the video. So meal two happened directly after my workout. I was super hungry, and this happened around noon. And it was about 2 packs of bacon, uncured, nitrate-free, sugar-free, antibiotic, hormone-free bacon. And I know, again, what some of you guys might be thinking, Rob, I thought bacon was unhealthy. Rob, I thought pork was unhealthy. It's absolutely not. Animal fats and animal proteins have so many nutrients that heal the gut lining, that heal the hormones, that allow the skin to be nourished enough to actually heal and stay that way long term. So having a diet that's rich in animal foods is actually super important because they do provide for you perfect trigger-free nutrients. The thing is that some people think that food like bacon is not good because of how it's traditionally bought in stores. It has nitrates and it has antibiotics and all this crap in it. As long as you avoid all the chemicals and all of the crappy practices for creating meat, you are absolutely good to go. Pork, chicken, turkey, bacon, whatever, man, maybe I'll be having more pork today. This might be a porky pork day. So bacon and pastured eggs, I had 3 or 4 of them, sunny side up, absolutely delicious. This type of meal provides for me good amount of protein and a ton of fat. After I eat this type of meal, my brain and my ability to speak and think and be creative is on absolute fire. I personally like to not take in carbs directly after my workout sometimes. I feel like when I eat a fat and protein-based meal, I stay more in my pump. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys, but that's just me personally. So that was my second meal, or my first real meal of the day. It was just good old-fashioned bacon and eggs. So earlier in the video, I mentioned that the way that you customize your diet is through biomarker feedback, biomarkers and biofeedback. It is the only way to understand what your body actually wants in terms of food, and it is the cornerstone of my practice. Like I said, I've worked with over 1,500 people. I've had a ton of success with clients. I've obviously had my skin healed for a super long time, and it doesn't budge or change in any way, shape, or form. And it's all about customizing the diet in the right way. So what your biomarkers are and your biofeedback is those human traits that you cannot lie about. And this is what separates my system and customizing your diet from going to a dermatologist or doing labs. Labs, the IG test, the stool test, the prick test, the inflammatory test, all of them are completely bogus. They don't work. In fact, all of the foods that those tests said I shouldn't be eating, I eat now all the time, and I'm fully healed. The same thing happens with my clients. They bring me these lab tests and they are just absolute crap. The thing though is your biomarkers are 100% clear and data driven. So there are things like how you slept, did you get a morning wood? What is your mood like? Your daily poop, your daily inflammation, your daily bloating and gas or lack thereof, your sex drive, your workouts, your strength, your stamina. All of these biofeedback mechanisms are a super important thing, and as you make your diet correct, those foods will change your biomarkers and the biofeedback. So the way you customize your diet long term and heal your skin and keep it that way is through customizing through biomarker feedback, not through the elimination diet, not through cleansing and detoxing your way to healthy skin, and not through following someone else's cookie cutter diet that worked for them. Every single one of my successful clients has a different customized and personalized diet. They may have some similarities in general, but the details are totally different. So I thought I'd just give you guys a little extra information about biomarkers and biofeedback and customizing, since you guys ask so often, and I answer the question as much as I possibly can. If you focus on nothing else and you get nothing else from this video, the customization process through the biomarker feedback system, which is a combination of behavioral science and yoga therapy, will lead you to the promised land. If you put your energy into that, you will be good to go long term. All right, moving on. Next meal. Okay, so I got really hungry early in the day, so the bacon and eggs just didn't really fill me up the way that it normally does. Sometimes I eat a lot more eggs, and many times throughout the day I'm also eating raw egg yolks just for energy bumps and to get that cholesterol and fat in my system. Again, cholesterol and saturated fat closes the lining of the stomach and creates a really nice barrier against IBS and leaky gut. It's really important. So I love to get in my raw egg yolks. That egg breakfasty, lunchy thing that I had around noon used up all my eggs for the day. So I'm out of eggs. And so that's why I'm probably really hungry this early in the day. And so I am going to have a big meal of meat. I've been letting a full, huge pork tenderloin, and I'm gonna eat the whole damn thing. I have it marinating in my fridge since yesterday, and it's marinating in lemon, lime, salt, pepper, a little bit of lemon salt, or lemon pepper rather, and a dash of butter, not a dash of butter, about a quarter stick of butter that was rubbed all over everything, and then a little dash of olive oil just for flavor and for moistening up that meat. I put the meat in the oven at 350 for about 45 minutes, and it comes out absolutely perfect. I did eat the entire pork tenderloin, which is super calorically dense, it's super fatty, it's super filled with protein, and it was absolutely de-freaking-licious. Dinner was amazing. Now, you might be asking yourself, okay, he's already eaten dinner and there hasn't been a freaking vegetable in his entire day of eating. I thought that to be a well-rounded, balanced dieter, or have a good diet, eat healthy, you have to eat vegetables. And there actually is no bigger misconception in the health world than that. So many people are moving towards a plant-based and vegan diet, not understanding that they have to now navigate the field of all of the healthy trigger foods. So within animal fats and animal proteins, there are no eczema, dermatitis trigger foods. They're all good. Same thing with fruit. Generally, there are no known things that cause triggers in the fruit world. Now, in the vegetable plant kingdom, you have nuts and seeds, which are big time trigger foods. You have all of the seed oils, which are major trigger foods. And most of the vegetables don't work for certain individuals. So broccoli, kale, Brussels sprouts, all of the cruciferous vegetables have tons of anti-nutrients and a fiber that can't be digested. So eliminating plant foods from your diet completely besides fruit is generally a great thing to do in the very beginning. Now you can add things back in little by little during the biomarker customization process, but this is why so many people come to me from the vegan diet and the plant-based diet who are failing trying to heal their skin, because they're trying to eat things like grains and beans and nuts and cruciferous vegetables and lots of greens and lots of vegetables, because that's what the vegan propaganda machine tells you will be healthy for your skin, and their skin gets worse and worse and worse. The reason being is those plant foods are major trigger foods, and if you're eating them, you're not gonna heal your gut or heal your digestion. So again, the key is knowing exactly what foods to eat that work for you as an individual. That's what I've done, and that's why I have success. That's what my clients who have success do, and knowing what foods will work best for you. So my diet is made of 100% of the foods that work the best for me and none of the trigger foods that don't work for me. So there will be no vegetables being eaten today, but I will say this, I do love fruit, and fruit works really well for me. And the dinner was delicious and I was stuffed from it, but around 7:30, I got a desire for some different palate fill. All day long, I'd been eating basically animal fats and animal proteins, delicious, wonderful. But I was just in the mood for something with a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of crunch. And so I decided to have some delicious organic grapes. I love me some grapes here and there. Some of you might be saying, Rob, you're eating fruit last in the day. Everyone knows that that's horrible for your digestion. Again, all of these like rules that YouTubers and dermatologists and nutritionists put out about food combining and food order is pretty much all BS. The only thing that matters is you customize based on your biomarkers. And if you do that, you can tell whether a food, when you eat it, where you eat it, will work for you or not. For me, I can eat fruit anytime during the day. I can combine it with meat. I can eat it at the end of the day, the beginning of the day, and it makes no biomarker difference at all. So I get to enjoy fruit whenever the heck I want to. Not everybody is the same. Some people will need to separate their fruits from their meats and animal fats and animal proteins. Some people will do better eating their fruit in the morning and their animal fats and animal proteins in the afternoon at night. There will be other people who are like me who can combine them in one meal, eat some food, some fats and proteins in the morning and eat fruit in the afternoon. No big deal. So I ate probably half the bag of grapes. So not a ton, but enough to make me feel like, damn, that was sweet and delicious. And I don't feel like eating anything else for the rest of the day. And that was my last meal of the day. And that was my entire day of eating. So that's what my customized personal skin health diet looks like right now. Maybe it'll change in the future, but maybe it won't. It generally is just a process of slowly refining and speaking to you people who may be in the early phases of healing your skin. That's what it's all about, taking your time and going slowly through the process of customizing your diet. And if you do that, It's gonna take some time, it's gonna take some effort, you're gonna have some ups and downs, you're gonna have to do some learning, there's a learning curve. But if you take the time and invest in your health and do that for the rest of your life, your skin will be absolutely healthy and you can keep it going forever and ever and ever, which is the entire goal of this channel. Anyway, guys, that was my day of eating. I hope that gave you some extra information about biomarkers and customizing and why I eat the foods that I eat and why I have the success that I have. I wish you guys all the most luck out there. Like I said in the intro, this channel is all about you guys getting your skin healthy. I'm uploading somewhere between 3 and 4 videos every single week. We're always focusing on skin health and gut biome health and hormone health and helping you guys get to that next level and staying there. So if you're enjoying this type of content, if it's helpful, hit the subscribe button, make sure your notifications are turned on, and go a step further and share these videos on your socials. The more you share these videos, the more the algorithm picks them up, the more people can actually benefit from them. So do me a favor and do that. Hit the like button, all that good stuff. For those of you who are looking to get a hold of me to become one of my skin health clients, there are links in the description box for a free consultation, for the one-on-one coaching. There's also a link for the 3 Phases Workbook, which is the step-by-step guide for naturally healing the skin with the customized diet system through biomarker feedback. It will be on sale for maybe only 2 more weeks. The course is coming out, and the course will be replacing the workbook. So if you want the workbook, make sure to get it now. Last but not least, there's a link for Skinessa down in the description box. It is the best probiotic I've ever used by far. It's the only one that I've ever really promoted because it's the only one that I've found that actually works for people who have skin health issues. So I would give that a try as well. And I wish you guys a lot of luck. I'll be back with many more videos really soon. Peace.